Oh look, it's another theory video. Yeah, whoa, what a surprise. I'm sorry if you don't like these theory videos, but I promise this one in particular is going to be really good. I mean, the other ones were great, those are fine, but this one's really going to make you think about how the gameplay is going to be overall. Because earlier we were just talking about kind of like the story, but this time we're going to talk about how the game is going to play and how the animatronic is going to behave towards you, the player. So, before I get into this theory, let's recap some stuff. A while back, Scott Cawthon released this picture on his website, which is just the box, the ominous box with a bunch of parts in it. Now, I think this is actually really important, obviously, because it just has a box of parts. But I'm going to tell you why this box is going to be in my theory. And it's not just my theory too, it's a couple people around the internet have been talking about this little theory, and I feel like this one is the most accurate. This one is very, very likely to be in the real game because it just sounds like it's something Scott would do. So yes, this box filled with a bunch of parts has something to do with the theory. Let's continue. So of course we've all seen this new animatronic, which people say it's a golden Bonnie, but I don't really see it. I mean, he has different features, obviously. First he's a different color, that's where people get the name Golden Bonnie. But his ears are also kind of different, and they're more spaced out and skinnier. And the animatronic overall is a lot skinnier. He's a lot more agile and whatever. I don't know how people got Golden Bonnie, but that's not what this theory is about. The theory is about how this animatronic is going to behave towards you. I think, as well as some others, that this animatronic actually doesn't want to kill you. Well, he doesn't want to kill you himself. You see the box behind him? I think the only reason why he goes into your room is to just jump scare you, but not kill you. He'll go into your room and he'll take a part from the box behind him. Just one part. He takes one part at a time, and then he runs away and goes to wherever the hell he's building this thing. When I say building, it's because I think every time he goes into your room, he snatches a part, and he goes back to his laboratory, or wherever the hell he is, and he starts constructing this monstrosity. He's gonna make this big animatronic that's gonna go after you and kill you. I don't think this animatronic is going to kill you himself, but he's going to build an animatronic to do so. And this is what I think. So here's the map that Scott Cawthon currently has on his website. It is the map, you know, there's the office, there's hallways, and then there's an arrow at the top. And I think that arrow represents the one animatronic that is trying to get into your room to take apart from the box. So maybe that arrow will move from time to time, like, you know, indicating where he is on the map. I'm not sure why that arrow is there. Maybe that's where he's building the animatronic, who knows. But let's look at the map when we brighten it up. So here's the brightened up image, and you can see all these weird, you know, grayish, greenish rectangles just everywhere. And I think those are obviously secret passages, but not just secret passages. I think that is the ventilation system, okay? Because I think, well, it's supposed to be ventilation. It's supposed to be kind of hidden in the building. You don't really see it that well. It's just kind of there to keep the place cool, whatever. But I think those are the air ducts to where the animatronic can crawl through and get through, you know, without you actually seeing him on the cameras anywhere. Which is what leads me to this next image that Scott has released on his Steam profile. Now this is the system restart menu. Obviously it says right there. You have audio devices, camera system, and ventilation. And they all say error, and then there's a reboot all and an exit button. I don't know exactly what these could do, but I do have a theory that the ventilation button could have something to do with these secret passages. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think with this menu right here, you use this to try to keep the animatronic away from your room. I think that's what you do during the whole night, is you just try to keep him at bay, you keep him away so he doesn't steal any of your parts. And if he steals too many parts, then the animatronic comes after you and you're screwed. Kind of like the music box. If you don't keep it wound up, the puppet comes out and he kills you. I think he's going to use the same kind of mechanic here, but really innovated off of that and made this little menu. Audio devices and camera system, I don't know what those could be, but I know the ventilation could help to keep him out of there. So that's my whole theory about this thing. So to recap, I think that this animatronic actually doesn't harm you, but every time he goes into your room, he takes a part from the box and he goes back to wherever he was. So all he does is jump scare you, which of course that's what Scott's gonna do, because that's how he gets all his huge reactions, is by the jump scares, which aren't even that interesting anymore. I'm just playing this game now because I like the story so much. I want to see where it goes. So the animatronic goes into your room, takes apart, he goes back to wherever the hell he wants, and then he starts building this giant animatronic to come after you and kill you. I don't know, I just think that's how it's going to be. And if there is a 20 mode, 20 mode, whatever, I feel like it's just going to be this animatronic that's being controlled, and it's going to be like how fast he is, or I don't know. But that's my theory. Let's recap. Here's the box, okay? He goes into the room, takes a box, just jump scares you, whatever, he leaves. And what you have to do is, with this menu, is keep him away with whatever these devices are. The audio devices, camera system, and ventilation. You have to try to keep him away with those. I really have no idea, but that is just my theory, okay? Don't go screaming at me if you think I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, just tell me why you think I'm wrong and give me your theory. Give me your side. This is just a theory, but I think this one is pretty damn good. I think this one could very possibly be in the actual game. I think this is what Scott is doing, but nobody really knows exactly what Scott is up to. He's always been a little trickster. He just pulls shit out of nowhere, and yeah, that's why I like Scott. He's very unpredictable, but this is my theory. So anyway, what's your theory? Leave it in the comments down below. Do you have any questions or comments about my theory? Let's talk about it down below. I promise this is my last theory video, at least until Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is released on Steam for everybody to play, which I am looking forward to so much. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay frosty. See ya.